Here we got a couple helpers today. We got the brown dog. Brown dog hadn't made an appearance in a while there. Say hi to the YouTubers, brown dog. Gooby doo. We got the bike cut down. It's looking pretty good. So we got this baby ready to go back to Kenny. And we're getting ready to bust the suspension out of this. Don't sit on that because it's on a jack. But anyway, up front. So we're gonna take this front suspension off. I had a subscriber of mine ask me how these get lowered or raised. Fireball 02 or Furball 02. I can't ever remember. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, buddy. But he was definitely one of the guys that showed up at the party. And he's been a long time subscriber. So we'll go over a few things on a Volkswagen in the rear. There's a couple different ways to lower it. You can cut the torsion and raise it. You know, that's one way. They make some spring plates that relocate the axle further up, and then you can redegree the rear spring plates.
Yeah, P.
Yeah, with a P. But when you do the plates, it will definitely affect the caster of the rear camber. You know, it'll give it a negative camber. So a lot of guys don't like to lower them that way. If you want it really low and square, like a lot of the race car guys do, they actually cut that rear torsion and put it on top of the tunnel there and lower the car that way. On the front end, there's a couple different ways. You can get the adjustable beam, which we have here, or you can get drop spindles, drop to raise spindles. Usually they're 3 up or 3 down. They make them for kingpins, ball joints. You can get them for disc brakes or drum brakes, however you want them. And on the front end, this is the basic adjustment here. This is an aftermarket beam here. You can tell these adjusters aren't welded in. It's just an actual aftermarket tube with an adjuster in it. And what this adjuster does is adjust the preload on the torsion leaves in there. And you can go up 3 inches or down 3 inches depending on where you position this. This is a drop beam, so this will only go down 3 inches and then go to the standard position. The off-road beams usually can either go in the standard position or raise 3 inches. So we're tearing this all back apart here to get the chassis all painted. So I got Hans out here helping me. So Hans, you wanna give me a hand here? This thing's gonna come undone. I'll show him the caster shims. I'll show you some shims here that you can adjust your alignment with. We need a screwdriver. Give me a regular screwdriver to knock this lock plate loose. But anyway, that's what's going on here. We're sort of working on the chassis today. I got the car taped up the rest of the way here. Got the fender wells taped up on this side. I got to get busy on this. Yahooban told me that he's going to have his Nova done before I get this bug out of here. So I don't want to be like you know, Anthony. I don't want to be getting showed up by Yahooban, you know. So, all right, man, hold the camera. Try not to turn it off. We'll focus on the action here. Oh. Watch your foot. See that spider?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, people don't like those spiders this morning. I showed one of those banana spiders. Found some more spiders this morning. Black widows, I think, and maybe a brown marcuse. A real big brown spider, and it was in the ground.
Lovely.
Yeah, watch your feet. Good. So anyway, here's the caster shims. You can put these shims under the lower tube. Tilts the front end out a little bit and helps the car track straight. However, it doesn't help you talk any better.
Obviously.
Huh?
I said obviously.
Obviously, I'm having an issue talking. You want to jack that up a little bit? Chassis, just here. Should be clear. We're clear. Go to the back now. See if we can hurt ourselves back there. It's good to have a cameraman, Hans. We're working on the car though. You don't have to camera me.
You're moving.
Huh?
So you're moving, so I was moving.
I'm moving, so you're moving. Probably need a nut and bolt container. I don't think I have any. Let me grab one. Let's put it on some jack stands back there real quick. Let me see that camera there.
Yeah.
I have a camera stand somewhere. Let me get a stand for you guys. Because my assistant can't assist, you know, if he's holding the camera. Obviously.
What tripod's on the porch?
The tripod's on the back porch?
Black one.
Okay, well we can do this. Like this will be the perfect camera angle. We'll go old school like I used to do it.
I've got the tripod.
Grab the tripod. I like jack your car up while you're playing. Just me and you, brown dog.
Okay.
Seems like I've done this already once. I think you gotta do everything twice on his car to get paid once.
So do you want it on the tripod or do you want to do your...
Yeah, back it up a little bit though. You can put it on tripod. Set it probably right about here. Alrighty.
Okay, where are you working at? Point to it real quick.
There.
Yeah, why don't you just aim the camera? You know what you're looking for.
Yeah, we're good. We're right here. We're gonna work right in here.
Brilliant.
Yep. Okay, now we're gonna lift the car up and you're gonna slide those jack stands under there, okay? Up. Yeah, you better lift the car and I better slide the jack stands under there. That hurt.
Ready?
Yep. Ah, little. There you go. You wanna get that one?
Ready?
That ain't gonna work.
Strong sucks.
Go ahead, lift it up. Alrighty. Alright, there's a 17mm wrench.
Oh, you actually got your tools.
Here, you get the 217s on the mount right here. Right here,
Okay.
right there. I'll go get an 8mm for the grub screw. You're gonna have to get underneath the car to get them.
Of course, yeah. Jack stands are.
Put on the ground, get dirty, Hans, yeah!
Why are no bolts ever tight on a Volkswagen?
Screw put those in. You're not tight?
No, not at all, really.
You'd have to ask your Uncle Scooter what it is really. Gotta get this car done then, man. Y'all Hoopin's kicking my ass. So he's gonna have his car done before I get this finished. Watch your fingertips. Son of a bitch. Could have sworn that was the right size.
Look at my fingers.
Bumblebee tuna. What do you think, Brownhound? We'll be riding in this thing in no time, huh? Only takes 2 minutes to get those bolts off and then in the bolt. Minute a bolt. Oh shit, look at this. Got the damn cables in here already. Just got one cable or two cables?
Well, it's not a Nissan, so I don't know.
You know how many cables in Nissan have?
Depends. Has it been drifted or not? Because if it has, it's got half a cable for a handbrake.
Half the cable. We'll just leave these cables hooked up to the transmission and pull them out of the tunnel. How's that sound? I know I put all this together once before. It might have been in a dream.
One where you actually got painted yet?
When we're yeah.
So I'm going to ask a stupid question.
Yes.
Why did you give me a wrench somewhere a socket could fit?
Because they usually just come right off. It's not usually an issue.
Well, they're loose, so I just can get an eighth of a turn every time. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, I'll have everything else off by the time you get that done.
Can't rush perfection.
Can't rush perfection. Oh, yeah. Did you take the adapter off her?
No
Socket?
I've been using a wrench.
Ah. There it is. Stuck on the front end. Of course, we'll have to bust that front end down the rest of the way, you know? Anyway, I don't know if you can see here. Han's got you guys set up like a...
You set that up, remember?
There you go. I set it up.
Yes, you did. I thought we tried to put the camera in it.
Brown dogger. I'll call Scooter and ask him for all these nuts and bolts. You got shock bolts? No parts for the Chrysler yet today. They're coming though. Got some later model castings like somebody recommended on YouTube there.
You only got one bolt undone.
You're done? Hey, how you doing? Some cups. Can you hand me they're inside on the cabinet in there. It's, paint cups, filters, and strainers or sticks. So this is a swing axle. Grab that nut. It went all the way over there on the other side of the toolbox.
Of course it did.
Right there on the floor, right in front of you. Right in front of you.
Yeah, I know.
What's the matter? Is it a dog shit or something?
I was trying to figure out how you did that.
I don't know. Bring it over here. Put it on this bolt so I don't lose it. See that one? Where the bolts you took off? Slip?
Right underneath where it came off at.
Well, let's put them in the nut bolt jar.
That didn't exist at the time.
I just had a nut vaporizer. There it is. Alright, that's that. That's that. Had two of these sockets. You know where the other one went?
That's all right.
I don't know. It's just like this. When I drop it on the ground, it rolls somewhere.
I thought you're not supposed to use those clamps on TV boots.
Clothes clamps.
Yeah.
Those don't turn. It's not actually a CV boot. That's an axle boot.
Fancy.
So it's not spinning. Put your nuts in the nut and bolt container, please. Bring that nut and bolt bucket, please. Grab this wheel. Ow!
That's a good idea.
What do you think, Hound Brown? Alright, unglue all your seals you put on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now you're gonna have to glue all that shit back down again. I didn't know we were taking it back farther and had to glue it the first time.
Why do you paint it gray?
The car?
Yeah, and a gloss gray if that's something like metallic.
Some people like that color. I don't know.
More.
Kenny liked it. The owner likes it. We don't have to like it. Right? Oh boy.
I could just never drive it in summer fly.
Couldn't drive it?
Ah, it's not.
Well, you want to drive a Volkswagen period, so it doesn't matter what color it is, does it? I mean,
I drive a
sure.
Gold.
Huh?
I drive a Gold.
Golf's not a Volkswagen.
It's not a Volkswagen, but it is a Volkswagen.
It's a water pumper, man.
Yeah, it's what, like 40 years of engineering progress?
I don't know if you can call that progress, but come on. Have you ever driven a Golf?
Nah, it's that kind of thing.
Is it gonna rain or just thunder all day? What do you think?
I don't know, I was kind of hoping it rained.
Why?
I like the rain. So how exactly is that brilliantly engineered suspension dampener would.
What dampener?
Or the small thing.
This?
Yeah, the piece of rubber that stops it.
When it comes up, it hits here.
Yeah.
You can put a larger dampener on, you want less travel. And you totally do away with this on a race situation.
How often does drive out crap?
Very rarely. That's an original one from the 1963. All right. So we want to pull it out. I was going to try to swing to the ground when we get it out. Okay, so work it out a little bit here. It doesn't usually come off like that. Yeah, that's all right.
Such a tiny little transmission.
Small gearbox, considering it's the tranny and the rear end all in one package. Well, you want to pick your side up. Alrighty.
Scares me that it comes apart that easy.
Huh?
So it scares me that it comes apart so easy.
Why? You want shit to be complicated?
Yeah, multiple points of failure.
Multiple points of failure. Alright, grab all the tools, Skip. I don't need any of them. So.
Yeah.
There you go. Who says you can't get it? Alright, now we just get a wood chisel to clean out these spring plates. I think we'll have it. So there we go. Got that ripped down. It's going to be a pretty boring video, but I'll put it up anyway. That's how you get a swing axle out. We left the brake cables attached to the tranny. Of course, if you were doing this in the car, it was all built. You know, you take the drums off, 13 millimeter in there, and unhook the emergency brake cable. But there we go. We got her stripped down. We'll get this cleared out of the way. Got to clean these dirty ass spring plates up that Scooter put on here, and we'll get the rest of this chassis cleaned up, and we'll go with some gloss black on the skeleton piece there in the center, and then we go one more coat of bed liner on the floor. I'll get it all taped up. We'll bed liner that, and then paint the center with some gloss black. Break the front end down, detail it, and basically just tap all the holes, clean everything up, glue our gaskets down for the final time, and make everything fresh again. So we'll get this rhino lined at the same time, bed lined, and when we get that done, we'll move on to the paint work. Have to paint this firewall and repaint the quarter panel over there, and then it'll be buff it and send it. So we're not dicking with the door. I already told him if he gets a hinge tool and he wants to put a hinge in there, I'll be glad to come paint whatever he messes up. But the door shuts fine, lines up perfect as long as the striker's in there. And the hinge tool's 6 to 8 week wait to rent it. It's $500, and from what Anthony at HO Motorsport said, the hinge tool's sort of cheesy. So there's a good chance it'll break. Lose $500 deposit, and I don't really want to do that or be responsible for any part of that. So here we go. Definitely not a John Kerry day here. A little cloudy. Anyway, ready to go do some yard work? Yeah. Gotta set a fire back there. Burn some of that stuff up.
It's not yard work, that's fun.
That's
It's
fun.
starting to rain, to be actually perfectly honest with
All right, let's push the car and we'll move this chassis. All right, guys, we're gonna shut this off. Got to get the race car pushed inside and clean this mess up.